Hey guys, welcome back to another video. A lot of you guys have been asking about what proteins I take and the supplements I use. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let's jump right into it. So the most important thing you should be taking if you're trying to put on a lot of weight is definitely protein. A lot of people recommend taking mass gainers, and I used to take a mass gainer myself. But the thing with that is that mass gainers tend to have a lot of sugar and aren't really the healthiest for you. Sometimes they're not really the best for putting on size. What I recommend doing is I just buy like a regular protein like this, or regular protein powder. It's not a mass gainer. It's got like 30 grams of protein in it. And what I do is I blend it with a bunch of other actual food, because I feel like food, if you can get your protein from food instead of I don't know, like a supplement or something, then I feel like that's just a lot healthier. You'll get a lot more gains out of that. You'll get a lot more results out of that. So usually I'll get this. This gets my protein in, and then I'll throw in a banana or some oats or something to get some carbs, like some healthy carbs and stuff like that, because you definitely need a lot of carbohydrates to put on size as well. The next big question I get asked is if I take creatine, and the answer is yes. And I think this is probably the next most important thing someone could buy if they're trying to put on some size. So the way creatine works is that your muscles, your body produces what's called ATP, and that is like a little energy source which powers your muscles. And what creatine does is it increases production of ATP, and if you have more energy going to your muscles, you can kind of recover faster. You'll just have more energy throughout the day. And a lot of people will tell you whether to take this in the morning or at night or after a workout, but what it comes down to at the end of the day is it really doesn't matter when you take it, as long as you're taking it. That's the main thing. If you're taking it once a day, a scoop a day, that's what I do, and it works just fine. Usually I take it right after my workout though, just because I feel like the muscles, they're more receptive and more absorbent to stuff like creatine and stuff like that, just like how you would normally take a post-workout protein shake. And so yeah, I really recommend this. But the thing with creatine is that it's super cheap. I got this whole tub here for $20. No, it's actually $10, I believe. Oh yeah, $12. So really cheap stuff. Highly recommend that. The next supplement I would recommend taking are BCAAs. Basically stands for branched chain amino acids, and what they are is just that. It's amino acids. What an amino acid is just basically a protein. And when you're working out, or how do I put that? As you go about your day, as you're working out, your muscles need energy. They need food. And if you work out on an empty stomach, or not a lot of food in your stomach, what your body will do for energy to get you through that workout is it'll actually go to your fat, and it'll break down your fat and use that for energy, which is why people will work out to lose weight, like fat and stuff like that. But the thing for skinny people like me, and probably a lot of you guys, is that instead of breaking down fat, since we don't really have a lot, it'll actually break down your muscle and use that for energy, which is why you see a lot of skinny people, they'll work their butt off, right? But they're not really gaining any weight because their body is breaking down their muscles and using that as food. They're not really putting on a lot of muscle size. And so working out with food in your system and BCAAs in your system, I think, is the best way to go, because when your body needs that extra energy, it goes to these BCAAs, these proteins, and uses that as energy to your muscles. It fuels your muscles with proteins, which will just increase your energy levels, and it will help you not lose a lot of weight while you're working out. It will help you put on size. And the thing with these is that they taste really, really good. I just finished, about a week ago, a different brand amino acid. I forget the name. It was Aminotech or something like that. This is a Stance product, and these are actually really good too. They taste really, really good. So I'd highly recommend that. And the last thing I have up here, it's called Nature's Fuel. If you saw, I made a previous video about like the supplements I take and stuff like that. It's kind of boring, kind of long. This video is probably going to be the same. But I talked about Nature's Fuel, and all it really is just a vitamin supplement. So, like, I don't know, like I think, you know, hitting your vitamins and stuff like that every day is important. I don't really eat a lot of vegetables. Like, I'm not really a vegetable guy. But what these are is that they basically just have all the vitamins you would normally get from vegetables. And what I do usually after a workout to get this daily is I scoop this and mix it with my creatine, because this creatine is really bland and doesn't really have any flavor to it. I'll just mix those together with water and take that with whatever I'm eating. And so, like, usually I'm at school, so I don't have my protein shake. So while I'm at school, like, when I work out on campus at my college, and then like I'll head over to like Chick-fil-A or some, I don't know, some place that can get me a lot of calories and protein and carbs. So carbs is like a really key thing, because creatine absorbs best with carbohydrates. So what I do is I'll work out with my BCAAs, of course, and then I'll head over to like I said, Chick-fil-A, or sometimes I'll pack food if I have it. And I'll eat whatever it is, and then I'll mix these two together and drink that with it. And that gets me all the vitamins I need, the creatine I need for the day as well, and I'm letting it absorb well within my system. And so, if you guys take all these things, if you're hitting your protein every day, you know, you should be hitting around, like, say you weigh about like 120 or 130, you should try to be hitting around 120 or 130 grams of protein for that day. And then once you hit your protein, you know, you can kind of just have fun with it. You can, like, you know, calories are your best friend when you're trying to gain weight as well as protein. So I don't know, I'll hit my protein usually, and then I'll just be like eating, you know, pizzas, any food that has calories in it, because it doesn't really matter exactly where you get your nutrients. That's the thing that people get confused about, is they think there's such thing as bad calories and good calories. There's really no such thing as bad calories and good calories. At the end of the day, a calorie is a calorie, and if you're trying to put on weight, it's a good thing to hit or to eat those high calorie foods. But of course, you also have to be hitting your protein. And so, I don't know, if you guys hit your protein, get your vitamins, and get your creatine and BCAAs in your system every day, that'll help you put on a ton of weight, a ton of mass really quickly, which is that's how I gain my weight really quickly and healthily. Healthily, is that a word? I don't even know. Anyways, guys, that's all I take. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments what you guys like to see, whether it be a workout plan, like a day in the life of me eating, just so you guys can kind of see what I eat throughout the day. I'd be down to do any videos that help you guys put on some weight. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.